I tell you what, Eugene Record, he was the man from Chicago, the lead singer of the Shy Lights, man. That sweet soul music emanating from Chicago. Brunswick Records, I believe, was the name of the label. Billboard's Hot 100 of March 2nd, 1969. Let's go to it right now. And well, before I get into this record, let me give you some of the big hits off of Billboard's Hot 100 from that week that you'll probably recognize. Give some perspective on this Lost 45. It's Gotta Be Me by Sammy Davis Jr. Can I Change My Mind by Tyrone Davis. Games People Play by Joe South, the guy who wrote Down in the Boondocks. And Give It Up or Turn It Loose by Mr. James Brown. Now that's a Lost 45 right there. Also, But You Know I Love You. That's another Lost. I'm going to have to talk about that one. That was a Lost 45. Nobody ever plays that anymore by the first edition. And that was Ruby Don't Bring Your Love to Town was their big hit that year by the first edition of '69. My Whole World Ended the Moment You Left Me. Some of that, melancholy soul music by David Ruffin. Things I Like to Say by New Colony 6, one of my favorite records on here. And Time of the Season by the Zombies. But before I get carried away, and I'm getting carried away, that's just the way it is. I live and breathe Billboard's Hot 100s. Some people are really into football, and I like football, but I love Billboard. I love rock and roll. But this is soul, baby. It's the Shy Lights. Give It Away, making its debut at number 99. Billboard's Hot 100. Some of that early music by the Shy Lights. It's from the album called Give It Away, and the song was written by, no surprise, Eugene Record and Carl Davis. Carl Davis was a producer at Brunswick Records by the late 60s. He had engineered the comeback of Jackie Wilson. He produced Whispers by Jackie Wilson. Nobody remembers that, but that was kind of a stellar record by Jackie Wilson, 1966. And then he produced, it's really a huge comeback hit, Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher, Keeps Lifting Me Higher and Higher. He produced that. By the way, four guys from Motown played on that record by Jackie Wilson, although Jackie Wilson was not on the Motown label. Four guys from the Funk Brothers, Motown's in-house musicians, played on that record by Jackie Wilson, including the legendary bass player James Jamerson, who played that bass on Doom 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 Doom. My Girl by the Temptations, but once again, I'm getting carried away. And Carl Davis, he also recorded Barbara Ackland's Love Makes a Woman. Yes. Now you know about some soul music, baby. We're getting down on it. Carl Davis teaming up with Eugene Record on this record. They wrote this record, Give It Away by the Shy Lights. 5 singles came off this album. Now, there were most of these songs on the album, they were originals, but there were some covers on there. Let's go to it right now. I got it up on Wikipedia. They covered I Heard It Through the Grapevine on this album, which was written by Norman Whitfield and Barrett Strong. And they also, gosh, they covered it. My Whole World Ended, the David Ruffin song. Boy, they're showing that love for Motown on this album. They covered The 12th of Never, which was a hit by Johnny Mathis back in 57, I believe. Might have been 58. Of course, I'm Gonna Make You Love Me, which was covered by Diana Ross and the Temptations. Diana Ross and Supremes and Temptations, written by the legendary Kenneth Gamble. But there were some originals on here too, about 5 singles off this album. Give It Away, first single off the album, did well on R&B. Went to number 10 on R&B. On Billboard's Hot 100, not so easily embraced by the pop audience. Got as high as number 88. That is it. Gosh, but still got those sweet soul harmonies. Eugene Record, the guy who wrote Have You Seen Her? Of course, they had those big hits in 1971, 72. Have You Seen Her? And then there was Old Girl. And just last week, when I was on my 70s YouTube channel, I was talking about one of their Lost 45s, Letter to Myself. God, I highly recommend that song, Letter to Myself. One of their best records. But this was good too. Give It Away by the Shy Lights at number 99, making its debut on Billboard's Hot 100 of March 2nd, 1969.